Article 11, Section 3, Education. That the concession provide education facility in her concession area for employees and government official children from primary to secondary school. Article 12, this article acknowledges that 3 million must be given annually as County Social Development Fund, CDF, and that the 20% of this money is allotted to communities including proximity of ArcelorMittal operation in or operational counties. Article 13, the article said that the company, when buying goods and services, should give preference to Liberian citizens. Whereas in the wake of this violation, without conducting the due diligence or getting the compliance report, the government of Liberia sued a landmark agreement to amend its Mineral Development Agreement, MDA, that paving the way for ArcelorMittal to increase or export from 5 million tons to 15 million tons, with the hope of creating more jobs for Liberians and by extension, the citizens and residents of Bassa County. Whereas the Bassa United Front for Positive Change, Basufa, believe that road connectivities enhances the economic and in a nation as such. Research has proven that expansion and commercialization of the road that link Bassa County to Nima County can boost our economy by billions of dollars if the Liberian government take ownership rather than ArcelorMittal. Again, if the Liberian government take ownership rather than ArcelorMittal. Whereas ArcelorMittal, the world's largest steel company, continues to abuse the labor right of citizens and residents of Bassa County by outsourcing 700 security personnel on contract for over a decade and employing less than 30 persons. Whereas ArcelorMittal redundant most of our brothers and sisters when the price of iron ore dropped, with the understanding of calling them back to job when the price increases, but to the contrary, they are denied employment. And other effort to get them back to job are proven futile.
We say no to deception. Say.
Whereas adding value to any natural resources is the surest way of creating more jobs. We, the citizens and residents of Bassa County, say no. Again, we, the citizens of Bassa County, say no to ArcelorMittal exporting ore in its raw state, but transform it at least 20% of the iron ore to steel. Whereas when this phase 2 document is ratified, ArcelorMittal will export 15 million tons of iron ore per year, an increment of 100%. In the same vein, we are calling on the national legislature to increase the county social development fund from 3 million to 9 million. Again, against the backdrop, the citizens and residents of Bassa County, under the auspices of the Bassa United Front for Positive Change, Basufa, petition you on the following to wait. That the seaport of Bassa County and the railroad linking Bassa and Nima County be reconditioned, expanded, and commercialized by the Liberian government and not ArcelorMittal.
Sure.
The rail and the port of Buchanan has the potential to boost our economy and create more jobs if it remains a government property. That the amended MDA should only be ratified under the following conditions. 1. That AML agreed to comply with all of the articles and sections violated in the former MDA. That AML have values to at least 20% of iron ore by manufacturing steel in Liberia. That 20% employment will be given to citizens and residents of Bassa County. Done this date and still signed by the lead advocate, Honorable Du Ben Cleon Basufa. Thank you very much.
Yes, Nima County History Board Representative Kompo Gagon, they're receiving the petition. This is School Online 2. If you're just joining us, we come to live from the grounds of the Capitol building.
All right, again, let me first of all say to the
people of Grand Bassa County, the great citizens of Grand Bassa County, a very big thank for coming to the Capitol Hill with their plight. I'm telling them thank you because sometimes people, when they feel marginalized, they do what is not sometimes accepted in the society. Sometimes people go at the rail, cause problem for the company. But firstly, let me say thank you to the guys from Bassa. Before I proceed with the petition, let me first of all introduce some of my colleagues who have the country at heart. Because some of my colleagues will not really feel far to come and stay here because they feel that it's a waste of time. But I must congratulate.
Thank you.
I must applaud some of my colleagues who sometimes come to stand by me for the cry of the citizen can be heard.
Amanda! Amanda! Amanda!
In the first place,